the null factor law is all about solving quadratics. Okay, so this actually tells us something very particular. Okay, so if A times B equals 0, okay, then either A or B or both are actually equal to 0, and that's the null factor law. Okay, so the whole process is once you actually go through and you factorize a quadratic, you use the null factor law to solve the quadratic equation. And what that means graphically is that when you solve a quadratic equation, you find either the point where it touches the x-axis or the point where it crosses the x-axis. So that's what solving is all about, solving quadratic equations, and that is useful when you're graphing them. But the whole idea of the null factor law is if A times B equals 0, then either A or B are 0. Okay, so to give you an example, I'll do 1A out of exercise 2e. So it says x plus 6, 2x plus 3 equals 0. Okay, so I know, using the null factor law, that either this first bracket equals 0, or this second bracket equals 0, or both. So all I do is I write that down. So x plus 6 equals 0, or 2x plus 3 equals 0. And then you use your algebra skills to rearrange it. So x here equals negative 6, or 2x equals negative 3, x equals negative 3 on 2. Okay, so my final answers are x equals 6 or x equals negative 3 on 2. That's all the null factor law is. Throughout this chapter they may ask you to factorise first. Don't forget to use the factorisation tips and suggestions from the previous couple of videos, and then you make that equal to 0 and you follow this procedure of, well, okay, this first bracket or this second bracket are equal to 0, and that's it.